Welcome back for another video. This week we're going to be covering 5 tips and 5 drills you need to do in order to get your first ever clean pull-up. So let's jump straight into first one. First thing we need to do is actually be able to grip and hang on the bar. So this is where something called dead hangs start to come in. So on whatever bar you're using, we're literally just going to be getting onto that bar, and I want you to just hang from the bar, focus on your grip strength, keeping your hands wrapping around the bar, and we're going to be progressing this with the time. So start off, say wherever, so let's say 20 seconds, and try and gradually build that up by 30 seconds, 40 seconds, gradually to a minute. So that's number one, literally just hanging from the bar. Number two, we're going to want to start learning how to start engaging the back through something called scapular pulls, which is a really small motion, but they're very effective and very important for future calisthenic skills. So essentially, we're holding the bar, and then we want to imagine like we're squeezing a pencil in between our back and release. Where a lot of people go wrong here is they start to bend their elbows, and then that reduces scapular contraction. Let me show you. So solid grip of the bar, drive up, squeeze, and come down. So bring them elbows down, bring the shoulders down, squeeze, and release. It can take a little bit of time to learn this motion, but just make sure you're prioritizing control over the speed. Squeeze. The third thing we need to master is your pulling strength. It's all good and well having the grip strength and having the hanging strength, but we need to, in order to do the pull-up, know that plane of motion. So get yourself on a bar like this, and we're going to be going into something called an inverted pull. So positioning, I'm keeping my legs out in front of me. Just like a pull-up, I'm pulling to the top. To the top, okay? Make sure you're trying to get that chest right to the bar. Squeeze the back at the top and control as we come down. And that's really going to help you start to learn and gain strength in that pulling plane of motion. As you gradually get stronger, you're going to need to make that harder. Elevate the feet, and that will make it so much harder, and make it so you're progressing with your pulling strength. Gradually elevate the feet higher to make it harder, and make sure you keep progressing and progressively overloading the exercise. For this next step, I recommend investing in some resistant bands, because these are going to be your assistants on the pull-up. So tie that around the bar, and we've got to jump on and into that band. Once you're in the band, you can start performing your band assisted pull-ups. As you can see, they're literally replicating the pull-up. And what we want to make sure we're doing is getting that chest right up to the bar. Progressing with the resistant band is obviously using a lighter band. So gradually progress to a point where you're on the lightest band. Once you get to 8 reps on a band, then that's a good sign to get rid of that band and then progress onto a lighter assisted band so you don't need them at all. So the last thing strength-wise you need to learn is controlling the negative or the eccentric part of the movement. So if we need to, we can get a little jump at the bottom here so my feet can touch the floor. So jump up to the bar, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So counting 5 seconds on the way down. Again, aim for that 5 to 8 rep range on these, and that will really help you start to learn how to control the motion as you're dropping down, ready to burst back up through the pull. So with them 5, you'll gain the grip strength, you'll gain the pulling strength and the control in order to get your perfect full burst pull-ups. So be consistent. If you like this video, then please drop it a like, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be doing weekly videos like this, and I'll see you all next week.